If you hear someone calling your name from the ocean at night, don't answer. A real siren may not sing with her own voice. She may use the voice of someone you would follow anywhere, and by the time you realize where the sound is leading you, the shore may already be behind you. The coast is loud when the tide is rising. Waves, wind, stones dragged beneath the water. But just before the voice appears, everything becomes quiet, not peaceful, empty, as if the ocean has stopped making noise so something beneath it can be heard. At first it sounds like a woman singing, far beyond the breakers. Then the melody breaks apart and becomes words. A name, a private sentence, something only one person should know. The voice is not trying to impress you, it is proving that it knows you. Sirens were not always imagined as mermaids. In older stories, their form changed, but their danger remained the same, a voice that bypassed reason. The body was almost secondary. The real creature was the promise inside the sound, the feeling that one more step would bring you exactly what you had lost. Below the cliff stands an abandoned lifeboat station. The doors were chained after 3 rescuers disappeared during a calm night 20 years ago. Their boat was later found offshore, engine running, lights on, no damage, no crew. There are names scratched into this wall. Some belong to the missing rescuers. Others match people lost here decades earlier. But one name is fresh. The wood beneath it is still pale. And according to the local missing person report, that woman vanished yesterday. She appears when the lighthouse turns away, a woman sitting on a rock that should be underwater, head lowered, hair covering her face. She looks stranded until the next wave passes through her, and she does not move. One witness heard his missing daughter asking for help. Another heard his dead wife telling him she was cold. The siren does not choose the most beautiful voice. She chooses the voice that makes staying on land feel cruel. Here is the rule that matters. If the voice comes from the water, do not judge it by how familiar it sounds. Familiarity is the weapon. The more certain you are that you recognize the person calling, the more certain you should be that you are hearing something else. At low tide, the water pulls away from the cliff and exposes a narrow passage. Bare footprints lead inside, no return tracks. The voice is stronger here, but now it is no longer singing. It is repeating the final words of people who entered before. Inside, the cave does not echo normally. Every sound comes back as a different voice. A cough becomes a child crying. A footstep becomes a man begging someone to wait. Even my breathing returns from the darkness in the voice of a stranger. She is not in front of me. She is behind me, reflected in the water. And every time I turn, the cave is empty. Her mouth does not move, but the voices continue. That means the sound is not coming from her throat. It is coming from everyone she has taken. Then she rises close enough for the illusion to fail. The beautiful face shifts with every ripple, young, old, familiar, unknown. Beneath all of them is something built for deep water, eyes that do not blink, gills opening beneath the jaw, and a mouth designed to carry a voice much farther than light can travel. She speaks one final time before I run, but the voice is mine, perfectly mine. She says, "Come closer, I found something." It is not a message for me, it is practice. The tide is rising when I escape. The passage is already disappearing behind me. I can still hear my voice inside the cave, calling from farther and farther away. But the worst part is that it is not calling my name. It is calling someone else's. At dawn, I check the recording. There is no siren song, no screaming, only the ocean, and my own voice whispering a sentence I never said. I'm down by the water, come find me. So if the sea ever speaks in the voice of someone you love, remember this. The person you hear may already be gone. Would you follow the voice?